So I'm hoping to find, or catch on camera, I should say, this amazing lightning storm that we are having right now. Hey, Dee. Welcome to my storm. This was going absolutely crazy since after work. And I had to quick run into the store. Oh man, that was a good one. I had to run into the store and I was actually kind of bummed that I had to waste that time. My rain dance definitely worked. I will have to say though, when I ran into the store and came back out, it was pouring like crazy. I got completely drenched. Good thing nobody was around because I'm just wearing a t-shirt and yeah, does not go well with rain. But I just love these crazy storms. Yes, another good one. This is just off my front door, off the deck, this view, and off in the distance is town. I know. I definitely just fall asleep to it. But then I would miss out. Oh, dang, another good one. I really like trying to get pictures of them. You know, like try to predict when it's going to actually strike and take several multi-shots at once and try to catch it. When I worked out at the welding shop, it was a really good view of the lightning too. And I had one strike a pile of steel probably 10 feet away from my station. It was kind of creepy, but it was awesome at the same time. I don't know if it's showing the actual lightning bolt or if it's more just lighting up the sky for you guys. Did you? Oh, awesome. Good. I'm going to have to rewatch this once I'm done. Seems to be coming from that direction more. Ooh. I say that every time. It's exciting and a little scary at once because I had one go right above the house right when I came home. And it's like you can, oh, I love that. It's like you can feel the electricity in the air even. Hey, Carl. Ooh, you got in on the good stuff. I'm just watching this amazing lightning storm right outside my front door. I missed that one over there, dang. That's one nice thing about our area. We don't have like a lot of smog or anything. The sky is clear and clean, so you can see so much more. They call it Big Sky Country for a reason. Hello, Rose. Welcome. I don't know if I recognize that name, but thank you for joining us. I'm just watching a thunder and lightning storm in Montana. I'm doing good. How about yourself? See, the mountains are over this direction, way off in the distance. And then town is this direction. I feel like I'm missing some good ones. I'll wait a little bit longer just to see. Ooh! Oh, Rose, that is awesome. So, do you have something that you kind of specialize in for making food? I kind of dabble a little bit with that myself, just for fun. I don't want to step out there and get my phone wet. But I feel like there's some more around the corner that I could be getting. Ooh, ooh, I love it. Hey, Blood Ninja. Long time no see. And I know I haven't. I had family here this week, visiting from Minnesota, and they are just heading out tomorrow morning. So it's been kind of a busy week for me. And I don't think you live anywhere close to me. I can't remember exactly where you live. I was thinking it was east of me. Ooh. The problem with lightning storms is I get addicted. And I'm like, just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. And I keep watching and keep watching. Hi, Joshua. How are you? Mungie. How you doing, chickie? Ooh, that was a good one. I'm like a little kid in a candy store. I appreciate that, girl. Thank you. I am in my front door trying to get protected by the door frame so my phone doesn't get wet. That was a good one, wasn't it? Do you guys, Carl and Mungie, do you guys get very many lightning storms where you are? I always thought that was a universal thing, like they should be everywhere, but I've heard some people say they don't get those. Okay, Chickie. Have a good afternoon. Really? That's it, Carl? Oh, I wait all winter, and they usually start April and May for us. That would be awesome, Mungie. I'd be a little afraid to be exposed on the beach, though. Last Friday... Oh, dang, I'm talking and not watching. That was good, though. So last Friday, I had a couple come to the restaurant and say they had gone through probably about 30 miles out of town, gone through a construction area, and 2 of the construction trucks had gotten destroyed by lightning. What do you play, Blood Ninja? What do you normally play? I think the thunder is like some of the best part of it. Matt plays Halo, D. He's got an Xbox One. He never gets on there though, he's more on the PlayStation. I think it's more over that direction now, which is towards town. My screen door's kind of in the way though. Oh, I'm like at a fireworks show. Ooh, ah. Sea of Thieves, Carl, is that a series on something or is that a standalone game? I don't think I've heard of that. Ooh, see the fingers on that one? That was cool. Pirate game? Arg. Oh, maybe I can step out now. It's kind of quit raining a little bit. That might be it for the show. I think it's heading, what is that? Ooh, 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 goody. Kind of heading south, it looks like. Or string them up on the crow's nest, isn't that what they call it, Dee? Up on top, the lookout. That does sound kind of fun. That would be an appropriate game for you to stream, Carl, on Crow's Nest. That would be kind of funny. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I'm staying out here for a little bit longer. I'm gonna shut this door. I think this is one of the best lightning storms we've had so far this year. The rest have only lasted for just a few minutes and have had some good strikes, but not quite like this. This is awesome. Now, see, that sounds like a game I'd like to play. Like if I could snoop around for treasure and stuff. So Blood Ninja, I haven't made cupcakes for a couple weeks now, but with my family in town, I did make some chocolate Butterfinger fudge, and then my favorite that I make probably the most of, ooh, is peanut butter, and then you put little Reese's cups on top. So good. Sounds like a good idea, Dee, actually. That might be part of it. You love me the mostest. I don't know about that, but maybe I'll try to figure out how to get some treats to you. So you can see that truck in the distance, maybe there's a highway over there. But where we live, it's not too busy. We're considered out of town, on the outskirts, not in the city limits. I gotta quit doing that. I just do it every time, even when I'm alone. I'm like, ooh. It kind of takes your breath away a little bit. Some of these are just so good. When I was in the store, there was some thunder that was so loud. It kind of reminded me of, did you guys see the first Jurassic Park? You know where, ooh, you know where the T-Rex is like walking along and it's that thunderous kind of hitting of the ground? That's what it felt like, because I could actually feel the vibrations in the store, and it was like, oh, so awesome. But I was expecting a T-Rex to pop out somewhere. Yes, the ripples in the cup of water. So I had read somewhere they did that with a guitar. Strumming of a guitar caused those perfect ripples in the glass of water. I know. You never know. People have costumes that are pretty realistic. I would probably scream for a moment. Because they have pulled pranks on people like that. Oh, man. Oh, that creeped me out. I heard something walking behind me, and it's our neighbor's horses. Right after we were talking about the T-Rex. Yeah, you heard that too? That was pretty awesome. Hello, King. How are you? Thank you for joining our lightning storm here in Montana. Ooh! You got in on a good one too. Isn't it? Oh, I am just completely addicted to lightning storms. If I could, I'd be a storm chaser to a certain extent. Like, I still want to be kind of in a safe location. I was actually kind of hydroplaning a little bit on the way home from work because we had gotten so much rain at once. But then my road is a dirt road, so once I turn on that, I usually don't have a problem, just have the potholes to deal with. All right, Blood Ninja, thank you. It was nice to see you. I don't live on farmland. There's a lot of ranches around my area. I'm pretty close to town. Our property, though, it's 2 lots, so it's decent size, but it's not huge. Our neighbors have horses next to us, but we just have a couple dogs. Thank you. Good night. And the dogs in the neighborhood are going crazy. I'm surprised mine haven't started barking. Ooh, more. You know, ooh, that was another good one. I went to New York City and absolutely loved it. I went there twice. I was able to visit a couple times, and I absolutely loved it to visit. And I was very impressed with how well I got around on the subway system. That is like an amazing system. And I got it down. I was even giving people directions. I had somebody approach me and ask me how to get somewhere, and I gave them the directions, and they're like, yeah, we're from up north. We don't make it to the city very often. I said, well, I'm from Montana, and I rarely make it here. But Montana, especially my town, is a lovely place to live because it's safe for the most part. People are nice, friendly. The only downside is that we live 2 hours away from any major shopping. So we have one little Shopko in our town, and then we have to drive 2 hours in either direction to get to anything. Oh, and my neighbor's pulling in. Ooh, I missed one over there, dang. Master, hello. How are you tonight? It is just not letting up. Oh, maybe that wasn't my neighbor. Maybe somebody just pulling around. Maybe they're watching the show too. It's a good view up here. We have a view of the mountains and it's quiet usually except for the dogs barking. We had a tornado here back in 99, which sounds very old to say, but back in 99 we actually had a tornado that hit our town and it touched down a few times, but we are surrounded by 5 different mountain ranges. So by the time usually they work their way up the mountain or up the hills, they kind of lose their momentum. So we don't have that issue too often. Now we've had some in the area, but not actually in our town, besides that one that I can remember. Bart, did I see you come in? Hey, mister, how are you? For the most part, yeah, the rubber on the tires helps. It's probably not a good idea to be out and about in a storm anyways, because I wouldn't want to test that theory. Although I guess if I had to go, the one way I'd probably want to go is be struck by lightning because I love it so much. But I definitely don't want to test it in my car. Inside the car is 100% safe. Don't open door or window. Okay. Thank you, King. I appreciate you joining us, and you have a good night. Well, H7, how are you? We're just watching our lightning storm here in Montana. Ooh, that was a nice one. Oh, that's good to hear, Master. Now, do you have people that you play with for that, or do you play by yourself? Ooh. Are you guys still able to see that clearly on here? That was kind of neat. Did you guys see that shadow? Shadow of the trees. Hi, Ron. How are you, mister? Oop. I'm either just a little to the left or a little to the right of where I should be. I'm gonna have to try that, Master. You mean the raspberry fudge with the chocolate, the white chocolate? I'm doing good, Ron. Thank you. You know, it is very powerful when it hits things. I would probably have an accident myself. As much as I love it, there's something about that power that's very awe-inspiring. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to try that, Master. That sounded like a really good combination. I'm sorry to hear that, Bart. That probably was not very fun. I want to laugh about it, but I'm sure at the time that didn't feel good. Ooh. So it's pretty much quit raining here, but the lightning hasn't let up. Oh, did it actually strike your vehicle, Bart? All right, Carl, I sure will. Thank you. You have a good afternoon. Ooh. Maybe if I back up a little bit, I can get both directions. Oh man, how scary. I don't know how that works. Did you actually see like little fingers around you? Electrical fingers? You know, we get hail at our house actually, Master. In fact, we were traveling the first part of June, and one of the towns we went through, an hour later, they got lemon-sized hail. You think it's scary, the lightning? Oh, I love it, as long as I don't get struck. But so this lemon-sized hail went through this town, and so then when we came back through there a couple days later, all of the car windows were smashed. Ooh! All of the car windows were smashed, the windshields, and a lot of the businesses, their windows were smashed, the gutters, there were trees down. We were fortunate that we had gotten through there when we did. Oh, that was a good one too. What about women that like lightning? That's quite the combination, huh? Ooh. I wish I had two phones. Like I could get both sides at the same time. Hi, Joe. Thank you. I have a little mousy voice. And it's still actually a little bit raspy. Like I can't seem to shake this. Plus my allergies kicked in officially yesterday. So I just got over a chest cold and now my allergies are flaring up. But nice to have you. How was work today? Yeah, it's always something. Just that time of year. Dang, I just love this. I kind of don't want to stop the stream so you guys can still enjoy it, but I kind of want to be selfish and just sit out here and watch it. Oh, Bart, isn't that true? Four-letter word. I had to go to work today. Long shift for you. I just had people stay late tonight. I had a lot of late customers. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I just love this. Now that sounds like fun, as long as it was safe, Bart. That was a good one, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Try not to shake the phone too much, sorry. Oh, that's exciting, Joe. So what was your promotion? Tell me again. I'm sorry if I missed that before. Oops, that was the door. Oh, that was a good one. Sorry, I missed it. It's like out of the corner of my eye. So where is everybody from? You've probably mentioned before, and I have a terrible memory. If you just joined and forgot, I'm in Montana, in the very center of Montana. Oh, Wisconsin. Okay, Bart. My uncle was visiting from there. actually. He's just on the border of Minnesota. I'm originally from Minnesota, but I've been in Montana for 28 years, so it's pretty much home for me. You know, I'm going to probably upset some people. I never got into football because I never really understood it. But my family is all Vikings fans. Definitely Vikings. I missed some of that, Joe. Did you say you got promoted to prep cook? That's hard work. That's okay, Bart. They're pretty diehard fans, very diehard. And when Vikings looked like they had a chance to go to the Super Bowl, my girl cousin, she's like a huge football fan. She even went back to visit for those little chants that they did across the nation or across the state for the Vikings. Oh, man, I'm just hoping nobody's getting hurt with these. That's the only thing about lightning. Hello, Tonic. How are you? I feel like I should know that name and I'm sorry it's not clicking. Oh, man, that one just spidered across the clouds. Do you guys see that? What's the mini story about the Vikings? I did not. Master, I don't have, well, I have access, of course, to the internet, but I don't have the news. I don't have TV. Haven't had TV in about 20 years. So I'm really out of the loop unless I see it online. I'm doing good, Tonic. Thank you. Just enjoying the storm. Hi, Sneaks. Snuck in on us. That's your storyboard. I gotcha. Sneaks, do you have a lot of storms where you are? I forget where you live. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, gotcha. I'll wait for it. I'll have to check that out, Master. Although for football, like I said, I don't really understand the game itself, so it doesn't really interest me as much. Illinois, okay. Love this kind of wealth. Oh, I know, I just love the lightning. Mr. K, hello. I'm just sharing my storm with everybody. It was like the perfect night for it. And it just has not quit. I've been very tickled. Sad thing is when I go downtown tomorrow, if I see anybody's house burned down or trees down or something, then I'll feel bad. Ooh, that was a good one. Oh, that's cool, Bart. So is that kind of how your love of them started? Was it because of the storms, Mr. K, that you lost your internet? I was a little worried about you because I thought, you know, with your electricity out and everything like that, that you guys were having some major weather problems. And you know, you don't realize how much you depend on electricity until you don't have it. Cool. Now that is cool, Bart. I would understand why you guys would probably want to go for that team because it's kind of special for your family. When I worked at the welding shop, we did the Seattle Seahawks training facility. We actually did the steel for that. which is about the only connection I've really had with anything like that. So that's kind of my little side story. Born a Packer fan. Yep, I can see why. As far as the Vikings go, the only connection I have for them is I love purple, but green's more my favorite color now, so can't even use that excuse. How men players punch your steel. I worked on the I-beams. I was in the drill line, so I would drill all the holes for it and then cut them to length and then send them down the shop. Green is awesome. It is an amazing color. I think the biggest beam that I worked on was almost 600 pounds per foot, and it was, I want to say, 55 feet long. So that thing was massive, absolutely massive. It would be like instant death if it fell on you. I don't know if you guys can see the moon up there peeking through the clouds. It's kind of creepy but cool. Ooh, I was thinking it was almost over, but it's not. Absolutely, Bart. So I drilled this huge beam one time and all the holes were off, and it took them 6 hours to plug it because that beam looked like it was Swiss cheese by the time it was done. That was the worst mistake I had ever made there. And it was because the beam was mismarked and I didn't double check. So it was technically my fault in the end. They were not happy, but it happens. Glad you did die, Molly, then we wouldn't have awesome. Oh, glad I didn't die. Yeah, I actually almost did when I was out there. They installed a new saw, and the day that they installed it, I was the guinea pig basically to try to run this new saw. And I got pinched, or I should say not pinched. A beam came out of the machine and kept running, and it pinned me between the beam and the rollers, and it almost went through my hips, but it had to stop to cut. And I'm not a skinny little thing by any means, but by the time that beam stopped, there was about 4 inches, and I was in that 4 inches. And it squeezed me so hard, it squeezed the pee right out of me. But I didn't have any broken bones, didn't have any damage, although I think it did do some internal scarring because I've had some problems later in life, but I was just thankful to be alive. But yeah, it was a little scary. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. Is that my end of things or is it on yours? I hope you have a good night. Can everybody else see it okay, or maybe I'm moving too much? I'm sorry. Let me scoot against the railing so I'm like propped and not moving around so bad. It looks crazy. Does that mean like, is it pixelated or you can't see it? Ooh. Did Mr. Crow leave, or were you just saying goodbye to him, Joe? I'm sorry if I missed that. Okay. Thanks, Mr. K. Sorry, I felt like I had missed some comments there. Ah. Who are you playing with? Are you just playing by yourself with online randoms? Okay, Bart. What kind of sandwich are you making us? Oh, okay. Just you and some randoms. I'm waiting for when you have MLP back on there. I sure miss her. I feel like I haven't seen her forever again. Ooh. I know that's getting annoying, guys. I'm sorry, but it's like it just comes out of my mouth before I realize I'm saying it. Okay, Sneaks, thank you. I will check that out. You too, Ron. Appreciate you staying with us. Have a good night. I'll probably see you guys around on streams, I'm sure. I don't know how much longer you guys want to watch. I feel like if people are watching, then I'll stay out here. The rain's starting to pick up a little bit, though. Maybe I'll give it just a few more minutes and that'll be like 45 minutes that I've been on here. I can't believe it's gone that fast. Ooh, and I don't want to miss out on stuff like that. This is why I get addicted. I think just a few minutes more, and then it teases me with some more awesome ones. Have you guys ever been flying and had it be a lightning storm? Now that's a little bit creepy because you can kind of see it below you. It's cool but creepy. Like you're above the lightning. I just realized too that I got some ice cream at the store and I left it out on my counter because I couldn't wait to get out of here. Probably gonna have like ice cream lake on my counter. Totally worth it to me though. Totally worth it. All right, guys. Oh, see? Man, that wasn't like superb, but it was still pretty cool. But I should probably end this stream. Hope everybody has a wonderful evening. And stay safe out there. Yes, Dee, I left... Ooh, good one. I left ice cream out on the counter. It's gonna be a nice little puddle for me to slurp up with a spoon or a straw, I mean. I just don't want to quit watching. Maybe I'll just end the stream. I know! Who wastes ice cream? What kind of insane person does that? Oh. I don't want to quit. Alright guys, you gotta tell me, you want me to stay for another few minutes or should I go ahead and end it? Because I'm just feeling I'm feeling addicted. I might need intervention here. Hi, random. It's a lightning storm. You probably just saw that little bit there. It's kind of easing off just a little bit, but it was pretty amazing earlier. All right, Bart. Ta-ta for now. Oh, see what I mean? I can't catch this every night. This has been a really good storm. What are you up to, random? How was that graduation party? Wasn't that the last video you posted? Apparently watching nothing. No, it's not nothing. It's beautiful, electrifying lightning. Right there, see? You're either one of those people that love storms or you could care less. Or maybe you're afraid of them, I don't know. I used to be as a kid, but now I'm just like completely intrigued by them. And I love how the air feels afterwards. Ooh, and how it smells. I'm just teasing back. It's no big deal. It's not for everybody. But I usually have my nose pressed to the window, just feverishly watching the storms whenever they come through. I think that might be kind of the last of it. I keep saying that. It's like those Norwegian farewells. They never end. All right, Mr. K. Have a good night and have fun. Cheesecake in your freezer? Well, that's where my ice cream should be. It's out on my counter. I should probably go make sure that it's not making like a sopping mess onto the floor. But, oh, see? Whew. Man, so good. All right, I better end this before I keep dragging it out. But thank you, everybody, for joining me. It's been nice having you all here during the storm to be able to chat and everything. What was that? Was that for the light? I know, isn't that like crazy? Absolutely crazy. Oodles of toodles. See you later, mister. Oh, perfect timing because my battery's low. All right, time to end this. You guys have a good night, and I will catch y'all soon.